I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was so scared that she would die. And I might end up behind the bars at such a young age. I was like, what? Everyone, welcome back to my channel, Hannah Talks. How are you doing? First of all, comment down below. I need to know how my people are doing. So, comment down below. Without any further delay, let's get into the topic of this video. As you guys can see, the title of the video, yes, I had an ex-best friend when I was in 8th grade, so that was in high school. Let us start from the beginning, shall we? Let's go. So yep, 8th grade started and 1 month passed. That's when this girl entered into the class. She took an admission, right? Okay. On the first day itself, she sat beside me because, I used to sit in the first bench, first row, always throughout my high school life. That's what my place is because I'm number one, baby. Yes. And like that, our bond developed and quickly we became besties, right? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, but she made me feel good for a while. Of course, she used to feed me too. So everything's going fine, at least that's what I thought. And that's when her behavior slightly shifted. She randomly got close to other group of girls in our class. I don't know if she did that intentionally or not, but I definitely got jealous. I seriously got jealous, man. Then those little bickerings, little fights started, and we also started to ignore each other gradually. And when those group of girls got busy, she comes to me and asks me like, "Why are you ignoring me? What's wrong with you? What did I do?" I'd be like, "What the fudge?" You understand me? Like you were the one who started everything. Now why are you coming to me and questioning me like what the heck? Back then, my whole persona is like when someone hurts me or does anything to me, I make sure to get my revenge. So I got close to these two other girls in my class who are mostly quiet and they both treat me so well. They respect me, they treat me so well. Yeah, I got close with them. And that's when she started getting jealous. This whole situation went to its peak and we changed our seats and I sat with one of those two girls. And on a fine day, that day every year my school used to celebrate semi-Christmas. That is a special day for all of us, and yes, on that fine day I went to school as usual at 8:45 a.m. I guess she was already there when I went, but I didn't really observe her that much because I changed places. And as much as I remember, she sat on the very last bench of the first row in the classroom. So that's very back of the whole class. So I didn't really see her. So yeah, I came, put my bag on my bench, and then I went to the assembly. And she skipped assembly, later told teacher that she was feeling sick. When we all students came back from the assembly to our classrooms, I learned that from that girl who was standing in front of her like a shield. That girl told me that this girl, my ex-best friend, she inhaled a full sheet of pills. Excuse me? What? By then, everybody knew. Especially, I was panicking so much. Because imagine just eating a full sheet of pills. I don't even know what those pills are for. So I'm literally sweating, but I was still not talking to her because she wasn't even looking at my direction. So why would I even bother? But secretly in my heart, I was like, oh my gosh, what will happen right now? It was like that. The others told our teacher, our class teacher, she came. So my ex-best friend was now telling our teacher the reason why she bought those pills in the first place. So she said that those pills for cold. When the teacher really asked her what is the reason behind all of this, she was saying in a way that made everyone feel like I was the villain in the story. What? Girl, I'm innocent. I am the victim. What are you talking about? She was telling to the teacher like she wasn't talking to me. She was ignoring me for no reason. I'm really hurt. She's not really explaining the reason why she's ignoring me. She was saying like this to the teacher. And I was like, oh hell no. She, oh my gosh. And then the teacher told me to talk to her. Half-heartedly, I went, sat behind her. I was asking her to look at me and talk to me, or at least drink water, eat something. But you know what she did? She was screaming like, "Get the hell away from me." She was screaming like that. And the whole class was staring at me like I did some kind of murder or something. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed, but still, for the sake of her health, I really requested her to eat something, drink something. But no, she wouldn't even look at my side. Then teachers told her to go home and take rest. And yeah, she left. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was so scared that she would die. And I might end up behind the bars at such a young age. I was like, what? No. And what should I tell my parents? How should I explain them? This is not my fault, but still, how could I do this? Like, what did I do, God? I was thinking this whole thing throughout the day, and I silently prayed in my heart that nothing should happen to her and she should come to classes the next day healthily. She came again the next day, but guess what? By the time I reached the class and sat on my bench, she was already having a conversation with those group of girls. And you know what? She's cursing me. And I mean, she was doing it on purpose. As soon as she saw me, her tone, her voice, the volume went up several octaves higher. That means she wants me to hear that. So, of course, she was cursing me like it was my fault, and she was making promises to them like, I will not talk with her ever. Like, girl, do you think I would? If that kind of thing happens now, I would just sit and talk it out and end things with that person right there. I don't need drama. I don't need all these dramatic things. So I'll just talk it out. But then, yeah, it happened like that. Can you even imagine how much of a psychotic she is? She literally inhaled pills because of what? Ego? I don't even know what that was for. Because I didn't talk to her or because I was ignoring her. But then, in return, she was doing the same. For a fact, she was the one who started everything in the first place. So why was I the one to blame? I still don't accept that was my fault ever. And just like that, things ended. And yeah, that was one of the craziest experience I have went through in my high school era, and I can never ever forget that. That is so crazy, man. I mean, now I can laugh about it, but back then I was so scared. That's it. That is one of the crazy stories that happened in my life. I still got few, so if you want to listen to all of them, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Like the videos, share them with whoever you like to watch this as well. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. You guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I promise I'll be back with another great video. So until then, love yourself, take care of yourself. God loves you, plus I love you too so much. And I'll see you guys again. Bye bye.